Gurujis and all the elders, I need your blessings and I need your permission that I have to give presentation to countries, because I was ready for the my part was the Laos, but now Stephen cannot give that thing, so I have to give the presentation of the Philippines. It is his presentation, but okay, I try to give some points on this presentation. I just present now. What is my perception that the Philippines, what we came to know, that it is not only from the Spanish civilization. It was there. Philippines was a very ancient country, and it was there many days ago. And here you can see Tara Murti, the Vigraha of the small Vigraha of Tara. It is called the Golden Aguta Tara. This is known as the Philippines Tara, and the Buddhist people say this is from the Buddhist chronology and the Devi Suktas, and the Hindus said it is the Hindu Tara. But the thing is, it is from the 9th century, and it was came out from the side of the river, and now it is in the Museum of Philippines. So the evidence, it is from the North Mindanao, the Butuan, the place name of the, and what I say that the Agushana golden image, it is known as the Agushana golden image. And there is another thing here, Stephen showing us Shiva statue that is also found in the Makatan, the central Philippine island of Cebu. So the Cebu and the Mindanao, they have some people who are to whom we are called the tribes or like that, but they still have something connected with their culture and with their what can I say, their practice, everyday practice. Here you can see the it is called the hudhud. I mentioned in my book too that the Ramayana in Philippines in a 3-way. One is the hudhud, another is the Daranjan, and another is the Maharadiya Lavana. So the Daranjan and hudhud, it is a process. Hudhud is a process that when the people cut the rice, they sing and they chant. And the Juan Francisco, one of the Indologists, he was there and he listened their singing, and then he thought that, oh, something is very unique here, and he stayed 1 year in the Maranao Lake, and he totally focusing on the Daranjan and the hudhud, and then he came out that there is a 72,000 verse which is mixed with the Mahabharata and the Ramayana. So there is something very different, and here you can see that he wrote about the Manobo, and I came to know that the Manobo, that word, there is a very old story, just like our folk story, our folk culture, just like grandparents said us. There was a story in Philippines that is called the Manobo Ongo. That if you derivate the word, it's a Manob Ongo, the body parts of the Manobo, and the story is very fascinating. It's like a Ahalla Rishi, the Gautam Muni's wife Ahalla Ji's story, that Manobo do something wrong, and then he get the boon, and then he get the curse, and he was changed in a stone. And after many days, the hero came, the idol of that Rama, like it's not the name of the Rama, but he came and touched, and there are something more rituals there, and that person came to the alive from the stone, and it gave me immense similarities with the our Ahalla Pashan. We said the Pashani Ahalla, or the stone, the Ahalla turn on the stone, and then the Rama came and touched. This is the story is very similar with them. And then this is the Maharadiya Lavana, the main Ravana story, main Ramayana story of Philippines. And this is the imagination or what, I don't know, but the Maranao people, they still perform the Maharadiya Lavana. And Radhiya Mangana Giri, the Rama known as the Radhiya Mangana Diri. And the Maharadiya Lavana and the Sita known is the Tuan Porte Malano Tihaya. Tihaya. So that porte, when I went, I researched on the as a linguistic way. Dr. Shaniti Kumar Chatterjee went in 1927 with Rabindranath Tagore, whole Southeast Asia they visited, and he collect a lot of Sanskrit word from Cambodia, from Thailand, from other part of the. In that time it was the Sumatra, Borneo. And he wrote that the portrait in Bengali, whoever still now in our meeting today, we know that, and in Sanskrit also Indians know that we say putri or putra. Putra means the male and the putri is female. So here you can see that the Tuvan Potremalanutia, that she is the Shita. So there are also many Sanskrit language which is very much similar with our Filipino language, which is very similar with the original from the Sanskrit. And the Sultanate and the Sultanas, and there is the Agamane Yoga, is the imaginary setting of the Marano folk tale that the land of Oknats. So where the term Agama is rooted is in the Malay religion. So here Stephen want to say that the Agama word is related with the Malay religion because it is maybe because there is a Malay religion also very much, what can I say, that it is related from the India, is Srivijaya and Chenna and all those ancient kingdoms was related with the each part of Southeast Asia. So this is the something about more about the Maharadhya Laona. I request to all of you, if you can read the book, my book, I give there all those things in detail. And what Philippines do now, this is very important. This is the contemporary actually it is the conjunction of the epic Maharadhya Laona. Now the Philippines do two type of Ramayana, Ram Leela, you can say the Ram Leela ballet. One is the Rama Hari and another is the main, the Rama and the Sita. And what I pack from where Stephen came, that University of Mindanao, they are performing that the Sita story is very much, they said that Ramayana revisited or the abduction of Sitas. And I saw in 2016 in Bangkok, and they performed the act of how the Agni Pariksha, the fire ordeal of Sita, and it was so nice that the whole audience were like a silence, whole audience, because there is 10 countries participating. And last year they were participated in Ayodhya Deepotshav, and all the artisans, they are belong from the Christianity. They all are Christian. And I asked the character who did the Rama, and I asked him that you are so young, and how can you get interested doing and playing the Rama role? And he said that, Mrs. Anita, I don't know about very much about the Hinduism, but somehow this Rama legendary character, it is just like it is like a what can I say, that his character influenced me so much that I think that I would learn more and more about the Hindu culture. And when they visit Ayodhya, after their performance, they went to all the temples, and they went also the Hanuman temples and all that places. And one monks give them a beautiful certificate that you are doing so beautiful performance. Yesterday night I saw it, and he wrote in Hindi. I don't know that thing. And we met again in the airport. And then Stephen told me that, Anita, we got this thing from the monk, and he write it in here in Hindi. Can you just translate what he wrote? And I translate this. When I read that thing, I saw that the monk of that Hanuman temple, he is the main priest of that temple. And he wrote that he never seen such type of bhava. You know that we have the aestheticness, and the aesthetic name have the rasha, the bhava, the feelings. The anubhav, the bhava. I never saw this type of feelings in the Ram Leela in my country, what you people did in the last night. And that is a great achievement for all of them and for me too, because I was recommended them for the Ayodhya Dipotsav, and I was little bit nervous that how our people taking their Ramayana and their Ram Leela. But it was such a beautiful presentation about by them, and all the people are Christian. So what I want to say, that Ramayana break all the barrier. Ramayana went to the heart of the people, and what Raghavendraji said, that you need that wisdom, that devotion, and then you can achieve that thing. And Philippines did that thing also. So thank you very much. And I don't know I justified with Stephen's presentation or not, but I try to do my best. Thank you very much for that. Namaskar. Bala, can I continue on my presentation about Laos? Bala, your mic is off.
Yeah, now Anita ji, you can continue with the Laos presentation.
Yeah, thank you so much to all of you to listening me. I don't know I am bothering you or not, but I am trying to do my best. So see, I am not being a Laotian. I am a very, very Bengali Indian girl. But as my passion, and my, what can I say, that my zeal, and as the idea, and my idol is Swami Vivekananda, and Thakur and Ma Ramakrishna Dev and some Sri Sri Saradama is all the source of my energy. So I actually want to find Bharatvarsha, that ancient Bharata, the teaching of Bharata, to inside my country and outside my country. And that is the main motto of my life. And then last 6 years, many of you know, and many new people are here. So I want to give some little bit about me, that I went to Thailand for my husband for last 6 years. And as an Indologist, as a passionate artist and the art lover, history lover, I did join to the National Museum Bangkok and the first guide of the National Museum Bangkok. And that is give me a very great opportunity to know Southeast Asia in a different way. Because in our history book, we never knew about that our neighboring countries, they are following our culture in such a way. We never knew about the history of, we knew the Vietnam for the war. We knew the Cambodia for the Khmer, but we never knew that their people have also Ramayana. Their people have so many Sanskrit linguistic influence. So I do the research on 7 countries, and today I will show all of you the Laos presentation of the Laos, and I will try to present it. And so I am not the person to giving the talk about the Laos, but what I came to know about the Laos for my my research, I want to just show that thing to all of you, because Dr. Sachidananda Saha is a very knowledgeable person who can give the presentation on Laos, but unfortunately I could not connect him. So here, can you see the presentation, Pala?
Yes.
Okay. So
yes.
Yeah, so this is the presentation on the. I just give it a full. Yeah, can you? I think it is a full screen now. Okay. Okay. So this is the Ramayana footprints. What I say, that Ramayana footprints in Laos. So you can see the Laotian map, and this is from the Luang Prabang, the Buddhist stupa. First of all, I want to say that when here many things is coming out. So what I want to say, that our tradition, our cultural heritage, our beliefs, it is intangible, in the tangible, in a different way. It was spread out. Once upon a time, that Jambudipa concept, is it true or not true? I don't go in that thing. But one thing is very clear, that you can see the Sanskrit influence, you can see the Bharatiya heritage and culture and the beliefs in the various parts of the world. And here, and what I want to show, the main river, that river known as the Mekong, that is known in Southeast Asia as the Mekong. But that Mekong, I came to know that that is actually the pronunciation is like the Mekong Ka. That Mekong Ka is like a Magonga. So for the, and I came to know also that for the Laotian people, for the Cambodian people, for the Thai people also, I discuss a lot with our NMB Vice President Kuntasni, and she said that in our childhood we pray to Ganga like a Ma Khongkha and like your Ma Ganga. So this is very important for if you understand to Southeast Asian mind and Southeast Asian heritage and culture. So this Makhongka river had a very important influence. And here I just add this slide. This is a very big history. I don't go on that. I just say a few words about the plains of Jar. This is another significant, very ancient prehistoric period of the Laos. There are so many big jars. You can see that, and it is believed that it is a burial site once upon a time in the prehistoric period. And when I came to Thailand and I saw that the Thai people also, the royal cremation, how it goes, there are so much similarities. I don't know what and why. I will do more research on that. And here you can see that Laos, the outpost of Indian culture, beautiful country. I went to Champasak, one part of the Laos. I went to Paksi and Champasak. And the Luang Prabang is the kingdom of the Laos. It's such a nice, beautiful, small country. And they are facing many problems economically and something like a political. But after all that, they still continue their participation, their beliefs with the ancient heritage of Bharatvarsha. And you can see this is the Wat Pho temple in the Paksi, Laos. This Wat Pho is related with the complex of the outstanding example of the integration and the symbolic landscape of great spiritual significance. It's the nature is surrounding. You can see that the all old ancient temple of India. If you go, you can see the talau or the pond in before you enter the temple. And if you go inside, you can see the many gopuram. And this temple is like same. And inside this temple, there was actually a lot of Vishnu image. Lot of Vishnu idol was there, but now it was a part of the Wat Pho museum. But I tried to go upstairs, and it is like a totally scrolling on the top. If you want to go the top, you can see the Indra with the 3 elephants, and then Garuda and the Vishnu. Vishnu and Naga Kaliya is a very famous story in whole Southeast Asia. And then here again the Vishnu and the Brahma. So what I want to share in a very short time we have, so that Ramayana is related also with the Vishnu, because whole Southeast Asia is believed Vishnu is the king, Vishnu is the god. So the Devaraja, this word is very famous in Southeast Asia, mainly in Cambodia, Laos. So what is the Devaraja? Dev is the god, Raja is the king. So this is the joint of the Devaraja concept. And still now, if you go to Southeast Asia, you can see that one scholar is defined it in a very beautiful way. That Devaraja concept, also the concept of the Harihara. So I got so many temple and so many sculpture in our museum and the other place in Southeast Asia, that is the Hari and the Hara. Hari is the Vishnu, Hara is the Shiva. So Shiva is the symbol of the ascetic. Shiva is the symbol of the Devata, Dev, and the Vishnu. Vishnu is the preserver. Vishnu is the king. So he is the symbol of the Raja, the Racha. In Thailand, it is Racha. There is a pronunciation is different. And when you have the Raja or Racha, the king Vishnu as the god, and you followed that your king is the avatar or the incarnation of the Vishnu, then it is very obvious that Ramayana will be the part of those culture. And same thing happened. Same thing happened with the traders, with the Brahmins. They reached Southeast Asia very, very fast time with 3 books. That is, one is Bhagavad Gita, another is Ramayana, another is Bhagavata or the Puranas. So the Ramayana is all over the Southeast Asia, and here you can see the Laosian Ramayana team. They are from postal stamp to the Laosian smile. Rama story have a pivotal role. So that the George Swedges said the Laos is the outpost of Indian culture. It is very important, and the Lao Ramayana, through the literature, through the performing art, through the painting and the stamp, you can see the various different type of Laosian Ramayana. This is also the book cover of the Dr. Sachidananda Sohai. He did immense work on the preserve the Lao Ramayana, is known as the Gobra Dharavi, and another Lao Ramayana is known as the Pralak Phalam. And here you can see that in the post stamp, here the Hanuman and the Matshakonna, the story of that. And this side, in your left hand side, it's a old ruins. It is called the ruins of the Sida. In Laos, Sida is known as the Sida. This is the ruin of the Nang Sida. And I said that Ramayana you can see in their culture, in their painting, in their wood carving, because Southeast Asia very famous for the wood carving. And the Wadzian temple, a magnificent masterpiece in the Luang Prabang. And the whole temple is a Buddhist temple. And that whole temple is decorated with the Ramayana story. Here you can see the Agni Pariksha, the fire ordeal of Sita is going on. And here you can see the fight between Rama and the Ravana, and the monkey soldier is there. And here is a beautiful Rama and Sita in the wood carving. It's a passionate, they are very passionate about that Ramayana. And I was surprised when I visited Paksi, another important city of the Laos, and we went there with the Siam Society, another big organization of Thailand, and maybe it's the biggest maybe in Southeast Asia, who are doing a lot of work on heritage and culture of Southeast Asia. I went with them, and we stay in a hotel, and in the night we said that they said that we will dinner in the Royal Palace in Champasak. Just mind the name Champasak, the Prachi and the ancient Champa and the Cham culture. That is all at the between those things. And the Champasak Royal Palace, we are very excited. Okay, we will do the dinner in the Royal Palace. We went there, and I went top of the room, the hotel, and I saw a big ballroom, and the people asked the bar, and there is a restaurant and all of these things, and I wearing the Indian dresses. I love to wear saris and all those things, and they ask me that from where you came. I said I am from India, and he said that just look the ceiling and you can find something. And I was surprised to see my whole Ramayana is painted in the ceiling of that room, and it is such a beautiful feelings that I went there from so 1,000 kilometers away from India. I got found that the Ramayana is painting in the Laotian royal families and the royal palace. And it is not only that, I could not add here the slide of the Kurukshetra. The Laos have also a place which is known as the Kurukshetra, and that is related with the Vathu temple. And in the Vathu temple, and they believe that there is a Mahendra Parvata. That Parvata means the Mahendra Paha on the mountain. And in the Mahendra mountain, and it was there, and in the Mahendra, is the backside of the Vathu temple. There is a Mahendra Parvat or Mahendra mountain, and there is a natural Shivalinga. So every year they have a fair and the festival. The people came from the far away, from the village, from the cities, and the waters came down from that mountain, and people believe it is the natural resource from the Shiva, and they take that water and came back to the home. And that day there is a Vathu festival. They perform Ramayana, they perform some Purana stories, which is actually maybe they don't know also, the new generation don't know that the source of the story, but they know that this is their culture also. So The Laos have Ramayana, Laos have Kurukshetra, Laos have Mahendra Parvata, and Laos have so many things, and it was a part of my Ramayana journey. And if anyone is interested, here they can collect my book, Ramayana Footprints in Southeast Asian Culture and Heritage. And thank you very much, Ajanta Research Center. Thank you very much, Dr. Y.P. Singh, sir. Thank you very much, Dr. Akhilesh Mishra ji and Mr. Jendra Kumar to giving me this opportunity to give the presentation here. And I will very much thankful to all of you to listen me. Namaskar.